Welcome to How to Cook That. I'm Ann Reardon and this is
Dave Reardon.
And I thought it was time for another Clever or Never, which is where we get a whole bunch of gadgets and test them out to see if they are indeed clever or if you should never buy them. So let's start with one, Dave, you picked up.
Oh, yes, something very special. Got it at a garage sale or a yard sale.
What is it?
This is a potato chip maker or a French fry maker.
That makes sense.
It looks like it might have seen better days. Looks like it was made in about the 50s when potatoes were smaller.
I think that's as big as it gets. You want me to chop
Well,
it?
we better chop that.
Okay, this is a -1 already.
No.
Yeah, well, we had to chop it.
No, it's not this device's fault. The potatoes have grown larger in the last 50 years. Okay,
Right,
so you
okay.
put it in.
Yep, I'm watching.
You put it up against the edge here like this, and then you magically... Oh! You magically...
Did you test this before?
No,
Right.
never tested it before. Oh!
Maybe you do need a really little potato.
Here we go, Mark 2.
Ready, and go. Oh, it works now. That's pretty cool. Don't try and pull it out. Let's just put another one in and see if that just pushes them through. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, look, now it's actually working really well.
Good. Right, let's do a race.
Go.
Wait,
Why do I have to wait?
look at me go.
Yours is going to be much faster because you've done a whole potato and I've only done half a potato. I think you actually do win. Although my fries are going to be long, slender fries. And show me the last fries you put through there.
But everybody loves the last little
I
chip.
do actually go for the crispy little ones.
I think it's clever. Thumbs up for yard sales.
Okay, on to gadget number 2. I have a cake server. It got a bit squashed in the mail, as you can see. The box is rather squashed. Now this promises to slice and carry it over to my plate.
So much promise.
So much promise. I haven't tried it. I've prepared 2 cakes, 1 single layer, and then if it passes that, the double layer, so we can see how it goes. Predictions?
Not a chance.
Okay, let's try with this one. So I'm going to cut. It cuts through the cake. That's a good start. We'll see how we go.
Oh,
Oh, it lifted it. Ooh.
well.
Will it drop it?
Well.
It actually worked.
I eat my words and my cake.
It is a bit of a rounded slice
Oh, it's kind of cool.
instead of exactly straight, but it's all right. Should I do it on the bigger cake and
Well, let's
see?
give it a go.
I don't really want to ruin the cake.
I'm interested. I'm curious now.
All right, let me see. Go around the strawberries. I'll turn it so you can see. Okay, we'll push down. It's very good for portion control. They're very skinny slices. It's not very sharp, so it is compacting the cake. All right, we've got it. Now, can it take it out? I might have to give it a finger to help. Here we go. Oh, it actually did.
Gadget.
Now, can it loosen the cake and let it go? I think it's going to fall. Let's just put it on its side. What are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it a clever.
Okay.
Because it works.
It did work.
Yeah.
But I'm just never going to use it because the knife is easier. Gadget number 3.
Gadget number 3, I have right here. We bought this one in Paris.
It's a fork. The purpose of this fork is surreptitiously just steal food from the other side of the table without anybody noticing. Oh, where'd that strawberry go?
Wow.
Look at your fork. I can't
It's
even,
like
you've got to put it away again, otherwise it's a bit of
This is like a Troom video.
a bit
Want
of
to steal your friend's
food.
strawberry?
Is that clever or never?
So clever. Thanks, Paris. Culinary centre of the universe.
I'm struggling to give any of these gadgets a clever, but that one kind of, it gives a laugh, and I think that was the purpose of it, so I'm going to give it a clever. Either that or the purpose is retrieving things that you've dropped that are just out of reach, which it could also be clever for.
Back scratcher?
No.
No, unhygienic.
All right, moving on to gadget number 4. I have this contraption, which actually cuts circles. Now, at home, I already had this contraption that cuts circles, so I thought we'd put them to the test against each other and see which one's better.
Thanks, this one.
You want this one?
Yeah.
All right, so we have a sheet of store-bought puff pastry. What we're going to do is cut as many circles as you can out of it using your cutter, and I will do the same. I've chosen a cutter that's about the same size.
Really?
As always, we have not pre-tested these gadgets before filming, so no promises of what's going to happen.
I'm pretty sure Mum will cut a circle.
Are you ready? Get set, go. Oh, mine's not a perfect circle and I started too close to the
Oh wow, look at
edge.
yours go. Hang on, I've got to speed up here. I thought yours were going to be slow.
Done.
Done.
Did you press hard enough to be able to, can you peel the pastry off in between? Did you
Sure.
press hard enough to do that?
Sure.
Is this one actually cut well enough to do it in between?
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is a bit blunt.
You reckon? The metal cutter is a bit blunt. Or you just didn't press hard enough?
I'll just press now.
Do you think we should swap?
Please, no.
I think that you could do this one really well. You just have to push hard and go like that. Tell me when you're ready.
Go.
Oh, you've already started, you cheater.
Ah, so good. You're doing really well, Ann. Finished.
Right, now can you move the pastry from around the
Oh, that's not
outside
the real
away?
test.
That is a real test to see whether it actually cut.
Can you?
Yes.
Wow.
The key with the circle cutter is just to push and give a little wiggle if you're using one of these.
A little wiggle. Mine's working.
Yours worked too.
Yeah.
It's a clever.
Definitely clever.
On to gadget number
Unknown.
5.
5.
Okay, so I have baked these little puff pastry circles and just put some chantilly cream in between them, and I think they need some strawberries on top, which should work well for your gadget, which is
a strawberry cutter.
which, yes, you could use a knife for, but I'm assuming this is going to be more evenly perfect and fast, so I hope so. Here we go.
Absolutely.
Dave is going to decorate these desserts with strawberries
Oh dear.
using the gadget that he cannot get open out of the packet.
Speaking of knife, you're going to need a knife.
Oh, let me get you one. No,
That's handy.
don't hurt yourself.
All right, do we take the green off?
I would hull the strawberry.
Hull the strawberry.
Here we go. I'm going to move this so everyone can see.
My hulling skills.
Your slicing gadget.
Look at this.
What? You didn't even look.
No. Look at that.
Oh, have we got beautiful strawberry or mashed strawberry?
Beautiful strawberry.
Don't cut your finger on the blade.
Beautiful.
Beautiful?
Beautiful.
Slightly mashed. I'm not convinced. Okay, I'll let you
I'm going to do another one.
do another one, and then I'll do these two.
Do you think it'll look different when you do it?
Yeah,
Why?
because I just...
Because you're the world famous pastry chef.
I just wouldn't mash the strawberry.
Well, I did.
I'm not doing it with a gadget, I'll do it with a knife.
Oh, in that case, I don't take it personally.
No, don't take it personally. I don't think it'll look any different if I do it with the same gadget.
I think if I look at it, I've got more control.
Right, so you can do it. That does look a lot neater.
Yeah. Remove it,
Oh, that is actually very neat.
and then you...
Wow, you did that.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
That is actually pretty cool. I am thinking that it should actually get a clever. What do
Wow.
you think?
We got a lot of clevers today.
We have. Moving on to gadget number 6. It is something to do with lemons. It is this little thing that, according to the directions on the back, which are not in English, but it has a picture, this screws into the top of the lemon and then you spray it onto salad or wherever else you want your lemon juice. Screw this in to the lemon. This is certainly not that easy. Then, oh,
A
I
lot
can
of
see
juice in
juice
there.
in the middle. It's a good sign. And then I assume this will screw back on. Alright, so it's supposed to look like that. Then you come along and you go, okay, I'd like some lemon juice on my salad, please.
I'd like some lemon juice on my salad, please.
And you give it a spray. Nothing. It might just be coming through the pump.
Oi! Hey!
A little bit.
Lots! Look at that.
Let me feel. It's a little bit. There's some there, a little bit. It's dripping lemon juice. Maybe it needs to be upright to spray. You know how some spray things need to be upright to spray? Maybe we need to squeeze the lemon a bit.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. Lemon juice is coming out of the lemon as we
who
squeeze
knew?
it.
Whoever knew where lemon juice came from?
Look, no. Okay, I'm verging on never, but it could be user error, so let's do it. No, I'm just verging on never. Gadget 7.
Fits on any smooth firm bowl, creates an airtight seal.
No.
Safe in high temperature. Look at that.
Whoa. But how long for is my question?
Long enough.
All right, let's see. Is it going to hold for very long? Let's count.
Well, just let me get a good seal.
Okay. Let's see.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
3, 4, 5, 6.
8, 12 seconds.
I knew that was going to happen, but it still gave me a fright. So do you reckon it does actually seal it though in the fridge? Because that feels like it's so flimsily on there.
I don't know. Well, it must make a good seal because it is able to lift it up.
But that's when you're pushing down, so you're like compressing the air in there, creating a vacuum, and then trying to extend it up. But when it's just on there relaxed, is it a good seal? Or is it not? Has it got gaps in there where it's letting air in? I'm going to put this to further testing over a few days, compare something that has plastic wrap versus something that has this, and see which one stays fresher longer. Are you just going to give it a clever straight out?
No, I'm big on science.
So wait till the end of the video whether we decide a clever or never for that one, because I'm not sure. This next gadget is the smallest one that we have ever had on Clever or Never. Look at that. And yes, because I have an orange in front of me, you can tell it is for helping you peel an orange. So you put it on your finger like a ring, and then you run it around the orange and peel off the orange peel. So I thought, to test it fairly, like we do with all the gadgets, we'd have a race, and you can see if you can peel the orange faster or if I can peel the orange faster.
Are you ready?
I think so.
I was born ready.
On your marks, get set, go. It goes all the way around, and then it's going round my finger.
I've got this.
Ah, maybe.
I reckon I've got this.
Let's see.
Oh.
Go, take that off. Oh, but maybe you're just strong and it was brute strength.
Maybe.
Maybe you're just amazing.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that was much quicker, the way you did it. Maybe I shouldn't have cut the whole thing. Maybe I should just use it to start, but then it seems a bit of a useless gadget then.
Imagine that.
Oh, I so wanted it to be clever, but I think it's actually going to be a never. At least it doesn't take up much room in your gadget drawer though. All right, moving on to the next one. You have 2 gadgets. What are they?
I've got a silicone
Skull. Cool.
right there.
And what's that?
I think this is like an egg separator.
Do you even need to separate them to do the skull or not?
Oh, how would I know?
Well, it's your gadget.
I don't know. What am I doing with this?
Well, I assume the yolks. Would the yolks go in the eyes? Would that be cool?
That would be cool.
So maybe see if you can crack it straight in.
Right, I'll give it a crack on the George Foreman. You know that I had a friend who badly hurt his foot on a George Foreman grill?
How?
Well, his name's Michael Scott and he burnt it.
Michael Scott as in from The Office?
Yeah.
Today I got up, I stepped onto the grill and it clamped down on my foot.
Oh no, it's not in the eye.
Oh dear.
I think we should quickly move this and you should use the separator.
Right.
Do you want me to hold it?
Sure.
I'll hold it.
Team effort. Team Reardon.
There we go. I couldn't see through your hands then. Do you want to take over?
Yeah.
And tip the yolk into the... How many eggs is this going to take?
Oh, I don't know.
Look.
Oh, wow.
Did that go through or did you tip it out?
No, it went through, I think.
No.
Let's watch a slow motion replay. Oh, surprising result.
I don't know whether it went through or not. You do, clearly. Oh, look, he's got a single eye.
Wow,
in the
look
middle
at
of his
that
head.
coming on. That is, he's like the evil eye. This
Attempt
is
number
a-
3.
Yeah.
Alright, just straight on in.
Ooh. Ugh.
There's a bit of eggshell in there.
How'd that get in there?
Got
Oh,
it. Got it.
Whoa.
There we go. Okay, so now we've just got to wait. We'll get rid of the excess around the teeth. Now we just have to wait and see what happens. You want to freeze frame? Let's see if we can do it. Ready, steady, go. What do you reckon?
Wow, that was quick.
Should we see if we can get it off?
Yes.
Ta-da! There we go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good again, clever. Gadget number 11 is an old one. I never had one of these as a kid. Did you have one in your
I think
house?
we did. I think we had one of those as a kid.
You're one of those families I was jealous of when I was little because I went to a friend's house and they had one of these and I was like, oh, that is so cool, but we never had one. Now it comes with all these different discs, which I'm throwing on the floor clearly. Which one do you want to try? This one?
Yeah, let's try the snow petal.
Chuck it in there. Put this on.
Glue.
Oh, it's just staying there. Does it need 2? Yes.
Ah, okay.
Needing 2 squeezes.
Ooh.
Ooh. It looks like a some sort of beetle.
Mollusk.
Yes, a bug. Look,
Sweet
but
mum.
that's pretty cool. I like that.
Licorice.
Or pasta. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Enough playing. We'll bake those up for the kids and they'll enjoy them. This one definitely gets a clever because it's good fun to play with and it actually works. It actually functions as promised.
Yep.
So I think that's a definite clever. What do you reckon?
I think so. I think the old school gadgets are working for us.
Now back to check in on number 7. I put thin snakes of fondant into 3 bowls. I covered one with the silicone strawberry cover, one with plastic wrap, and left the other one open. One day later, and the uncovered one was drying out as you would expect and starting to go quite hard. It just snaps if you try and bend it. The one covered in plastic wrap was also quite dry and fragile. It wasn't as dry as the first one, but it was still quite crumbly. Now for the one with the silicone lid. Wow, that's actually softer than both of the other 2. It's actually quite surprisingly still soft. Let me show you. Look at that. You can still bend it without it breaking. It's definitely airtight, that answered that question, and because it's thicker than the plastic wrap, it does a better job of keeping the fondant from drying out, so it's keeping the moisture in the bowl. That's a clever for sure. Well, that's enough from us for Clever or Never. I'd like to say thank you to my patrons. As always, you guys are legends. I really appreciate your support. And thank you to all my subscribers. Make sure you share the video with a friend to help us out. Make it a great week, and I'll see you on Friday.
Bye.